For me, Christmas always means lefse time, and making lefse isn't that hard. All you need is some time, some hyper-specific tools, and a lot of arguing over whose recipe is better. Cool. And it's my grandma's, and I will die on that hill. To start, peel 5 pounds of potatoes. Basically making mashed potatoes here. Boil your potatoes on the stove and let cook until fork tender. It's important for your lefse that you rice your potatoes. Ricing is gonna make them come out like really fine and fluffy and have no lumps in it, because you don't want lumps in your lefse. It's a bad look. I have no idea how old this ricer is, but it still works. Lefse is, like, when you think about it, a really simple recipe. It's just potatoes, butter and cream, maybe a little salt and sugar, and flour. Then you get into the rules of lefse making. It can't be too thick, but you can't have spots that are too big. You have to eat it with butter and sugar, or you only can eat it with butter. The rules are longer than the ingredients. Now, you might think that you're ready to start rolling out your lefse, but you're wrong. Now this needs to chill. You could put it in the fridge or just set it in the garage. It'll be fine. Once our lefse dough is ready, we would always make it into balls ahead of time and then put it in the fridge. Because the biggest thing is making sure your lefse stays cold so it doesn't get sticky. We usually make this at home, but there's sometimes too we would make it in a church kitchen for like fundraisers, and that's when the competition really gets fierce. It's not about charity, it's about showing off. To cook your lefse, you're gonna need some important things. You'll need pastry board and cloth, courtesy of my mom. You gotta label this stuff, church ladies, sticky fingers. A ridged rolling pin and cover, and a lefse turning stick, passed down from generations, and most importantly, a lefse griddle. The big competition in lefse is how thin you can get your lefse. You don't want thick lefse, that's another thing where old women are gonna make fun of you for. So you wanna try to roll this out as thin as possible. Even though Midwesterners are very passive-aggressive people, they get very aggressive about their lefse. I had a friend whose grandma used to throw hers away when she was a kid because she rolled them out too thick. It's a really good way to continue tradition. I can see the red letters of my pastry cloth through my lefse, so it's thin enough. It is a lot to get all of the things that you need together for lefse, but I just stole this from my mom when I was home at Thanksgiving, so it wasn't that difficult to find. I sometimes wonder if people actually like lefse, or they just like the idea of it and the tradition of making it with their family. You can't admit if you don't like it, because that's like probably the most surefire way to offend Minnesotan in Christmas time, is to say you don't like lefse. Butter and sugar is the way to go. And that's lefse. It's not that hard.
Looks dirty.
It's floury. Yeah, you don't.
No, like.
Oh. You know, up in northern Minnesota, this is how they teach you how to put on a condom. Oh no, I got sweater fuzzies in it. It's a bad start. This fucking sweater is very fuzzy. That's what you get for embracing your heritage. Sometimes you fail in life, and that's okay.